विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देकं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सखगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सखगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरा परम कृष्णा सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंदा सर्व कारण कारणम। Hare Krishna. By Lord Sri Krishna's causeless mercy, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, and we are in the 11th chapter. We finished 6 slokas in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa, the universal form. So in Bhagavad Gita, we are understanding everything about ourselves and about Krishna also. In fact, we understand the meaning of life very much in this Bhagavad Gita. So even though Krishna, it is up to Krishna actually to give this knowledge to us. But even though nothing is binding Krishna to give this knowledge to us, but Krishna gave this knowledge to us because he loves us so much. This shows very much that Krishna loves us so much. But unfortunately, due to ahankara, due to false ego, without having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we ignore Krishna, we don't love him. So that's why we are suffering in this material world. Once we understand our relationship with Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, then we can start loving Krishna. So once we love Krishna, that means once we are able to connect with Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so then we know what to do, what not to do. Like in this world, we have the technology to connect with people who are not in front of us. So we know it is possible now with the technology. In fact, we are all getting connected now. We are all studying Bhagavad Gita every day. And we are effectively using this technology to connect and study Bhagavad Gita, which Krishna taught to Arjuna in the battlefield, in the middle of the battlefield. So that same knowledge we are able to connect now, and we are able to study the way Krishna taught Arjuna. So now in this Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching us very, very clearly about how to connect with him, how to establish the connection with him. And we want to understand that, we want to find out from this Bhagavad Gita and then connect with Krishna and then be connected with Krishna all the time. That's what is very important. Once we establish that connection with Krishna, in the beginning, it gets many times disconnected. Like sometimes if we don't have a very stable internet connection, very stable technology. So very often it fails. So we can't connect. We can't connect to the internet. We can't connect. So like that, when we start studying Bhagavad Gita, when we start connecting ourselves with Krishna, and it gets disconnected. Like for example, right now at this point of time, all of us are connected with Krishna. It is not only that we all are connected through this Zoom, but Krishna is also connected with us right now at this point of time. Krishna is also attending our class. In the participants list, Krishna is also there every day, all the time. And Krishna is listening what we are discussing, what we are studying, the knowledge given by him. And being in our heart as the super soul, and Krishna gives us this knowledge to understand more. The same way he taught Arjuna 5,000 years ago in the battlefield, that same Krishna, Supreme Personality of Godhead, that same Krishna is seated in our heart as a super soul, and he is connected with us, and he is giving us this knowledge the same way he gave to Arjuna. So we are getting this knowledge. And when we study these slokas, whatever question it comes to us, Krishna knows. And Krishna will get us the answer. Whatever question, when we study these slokas. So Krishna, being seated in our heart as the super soul, he immediately answers those questions. So that way, everything becomes very clear to us. All such things can happen only if we are ready. That is the main thing. If we are willing, if we believe in Krishna, we believe in Krishna and we are willing to study Bhagavad Gita, we are ready to serve Krishna, we are willing to serve Krishna, we are ready to be connected with Krishna. That is the main thing. So then we will be able to receive Krishna's help, because Krishna is all the time waiting to serve us. So once we get this knowledge fully, then we can actually get ourselves connected with Krishna 24/7. So in the beginning, as I said, right now we are all connected with Krishna. We are not thinking about anything else at this point of time. At this point of time, we are studying only Bhagavad Gita. We are only remembering Krishna. We are not thinking about anything at this point of time. There are no other worries. There are no other concerns or problems at this point of time for us. We are simply focusing our mind only on Krishna. And this should continue all the time in our life. 24/7, we should be connected with Krishna like this. When we just think about the material sense objects, when we think about what we are going to do tomorrow, or what work I am going to do now, what is this, what is that, I have so many other problems, other worries, other things I need to take care, all such worries, if they come into our mind, and then if we forget Krishna, if you don't remember Krishna, if you just forget Krishna, then we will be disconnected from Krishna. That is not good for us. We should be connected with Krishna all the time. We should never be disconnected from Krishna. So we need to progress towards that kind of achievement. That's what is the real achievement in our life. That's what our real goal should be. So our real goal is actually to be connected with Krishna 24/7, all the time. So we should be connected with Krishna all the time. That's what our real goal is. And that can happen only when we start executing what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Right now we are receiving, we are getting the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the song of God. So now we need to apply this knowledge, implement this knowledge in our life, in our actions, because Krishna is teaching us about how to act. That's what is very important. Krishna is teaching us about how to act. Of course, we are performing various actions every day, all the time, 24/7. Not even a single moment we can refrain from doing any activities. We are continuously forced to act. And now with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, if we apply this knowledge in all such activities, the way Krishna is teaching us, so then we will be able to connect with Krishna all the time. If we are able to use this knowledge in our life all the time, that way we are connected with Krishna all the time. That means we should do what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. We should know. Because Krishna is clearly asking us, do this, like that. Many slokas, many slokas. Yatak kuru tatatmavan, yatak kuru tatatmavan. So you do like that, being situated in yourself. So that's what Krishna is teaching us. So we need to situated in ourself, Atmavan. So then we need to perform all our activities. For that, our mind should be with us. Our mind should be under our control. Our senses should be under our control. Then only we can do what Krishna is asking us to do. So that way, when we start applying this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita in our life, in all the activities, so then that helps us to keep our mind all the time under our control. Otherwise, we simply forget Krishna. If the mind is not under our control, we will forget Krishna. That means mind is not able to remember Krishna. So in order to be connected with Krishna, our mind should think about Krishna all the time. Then only we can be ourselves connected with Krishna. So for that, we need to keep revising this Bhagavad Gita, keep studying this Bhagavad Gita. And we should keep remembering what Krishna is teaching us in this Bhagavad Gita and follow all the instructions given by Krishna. So that's what we need to memorize. We need to understand. We need to understand what Krishna is asking us to do. We should be able to refer. We should be able to consult. So that doesn't mean that every time we have to go where, in which chapter, in which shloka Krishna is asking us to do. There should be by heart. Because when we keep on studying Bhagavad Gita, that's what we are doing. When we keep on studying Bhagavad Gita, we are going to remember all these things. It's going to stay in our long-term memory. So that way, we are not going to forget it. And Krishna is giving us the remembrance, and Krishna will not make us to forget this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, because Krishna wants us to get liberated from this material world, and Krishna wants us to go back to go to Krishna's world. So that way, we need to study, understand all these slokas and remember these slokas, and then should be able to immediately refer to this Bhagavad Gita in different situations, in different activities, what Krishna is asking us to do. So that means we should be able to immediately figure out whether what I am doing is liked by Krishna or not, is approved by Krishna or not, whether Krishna likes it or not. That's the immediate question we should ask. In every activity, we should first ask that question. If Krishna wants it or not. If Krishna wants it, then we should do it. Because that is going to please Krishna. But we should know whether Krishna likes it or not. That's very important. And how we will know? Only by consulting with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, referring to this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That way, by keep on studying this Bhagavad Gita, by Krishna's causeless mercy, it is very much possible for us to do each and every activity as an offering unto Krishna, being in connection with Krishna. So that is the kind of opportunity we are getting with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Every day we are studying. So by keep studying this Bhagavad Gita, by following all the instructions given by Krishna, so then our connection with Krishna will be established completely 24/7. Then we will never ever be disconnected from Krishna. If that situation happens in our life, if we are able to achieve this status of fully connected with Krishna, very strongly connected with Krishna, if we do the speed test, connection with Krishna, it just always goes to the maximum. All the time we are completely connected with Krishna. Then we are ready to go to Krishna as well. We are not going to come back to this material world, because we will forget everything in this material world. When we are fully connected with Krishna, we no longer go after material sense objects. And Krishna is giving us what all we want. Everything what we need. We don't have to worry. So that way, we don't have to think about the material sense objects. Oh, I need this. How am I going to get this? That kind of thoughts we can completely remove. We don't have to think like that. Whatever we need, Krishna knows. He knows very well. It's not only we are alone in this body needing all those things. Krishna also needs all those things. If you want a healthy body, Krishna is also residing in our body. This body is not owned by only us. This body is owned by Krishna also. So, being situated, of course, everything is owned only by Krishna. Everything is all the time owned only by Krishna. Krishna is the Sarvaloka Maheswaram. So that way, if we study this Bhagavad Gita, if we realize and understand that Krishna is the proprietor, Krishna is the owner of everything, and that way, if we utilize this life just only to remember Krishna, practice remembering Krishna, practice doing all the activities only for Krishna, then our life will be very, very meaningful. Each and every minute, each and every second, moment should be used only in this way. Then we are ready to go to Krishna as well. Then we will be able to liberate ourselves from the dualities in this material world. Nirdvandvo, Nitya Sattvasto, Niryogakshema, Atmavan. Traigunya Visaya Veda, Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna, Nirdvandvo, Nitya Sattvasto, Niryogakshema, Atmavan. That was the sloka I referred yesterday also. So, then we are freed from the dualities and we will be situated in ourself, and we don't have to worry about anything in this material world. Everything is taken care very nicely by Krishna. So that way, when we study Bhagavad Gita, when we understand about ourselves and going through all these slokas in Bhagavad Gita, we are getting so much knowledge. It brings us happiness. Knowledge brings us happiness. If we are ignorant of this Bhagavad Gita, if we don't have this knowledge, so that means we will be worried all the time. There is no more happiness. That's why Krishna says that Nayam lokosti naparo nasukam samsayatmanaga. Agnyascha asraddha danascha samsayatma vinasyati. Nayam lokosti naparo nasukam samsayatmanaga. So if we are ignorant, if we don't have this knowledge, and if we don't have any faith on Krishna, so if we are doubtful, So that means we are not going to be happy at all. We are going to be only all the time suffering only, struggling only. There is no happiness. The real happiness comes with this knowledge. With this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we are also getting happiness. So Krishna's mercy, we are getting this knowledge. So we need to study, understand this Bhagavad Gita fully by Krishna's mercy. Then by Krishna's mercy, we can go to Krishna's well. That is Goloka. Goloka Namni, Nijadamni. So there is the real place, Nijadamni. Goloka Namni. Its name is Goloka. Goloka Namni Nijadamni Talecha Tasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Tete Prabhava Nichaya Vigitasayena Govindamadi Purusham Tamakam Vajami. Govinda is the Adi Purusha. Krishna is the Supreme Person. I worship him. That's what is very important. When that Supreme Person, Krishna, is ready to serve us, and we need to accept his service. That's what is very important. Let Krishna serve us. Let us only remember Krishna. Let us not worry about anything in this world. Let us not think that we can do a lot of things. We can do everything. We can do nothing. Only Krishna can do everything. And only by Krishna's mercy, we can do anything. So that way, we have to simply accept Krishna's service and start remembering Krishna all the time with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, leaving aside all other problems to Krishna. Let Krishna go and solve our problems. That is his duty. Krishna's duty is to solve the problems of his devotees. That's what he did it in Mahabharata war also, to Arjuna also. Krishna did so much of service to Arjuna, then Arjuna did to Krishna actually. Krishna was riding Arjuna's chariot. If he didn't do his job very well, then how can Arjuna win in that war? The chariot is also very important. So in the battle, so if he was not driving, if he was not doing his job very correctly, so then Arjuna will be in big trouble. And he has to also accept his master's order. So that means Krishna has to accept Arjuna's order. Because when Arjuna asks Krishna that during the battle, during the war, every time Arjuna cannot ask Krishna, oh Krishna, please tell me, should we go left or should we go right or should we stop? Do all those things. No. Arjuna simply tells Krishna, do this Krishna, do that Krishna. Krishna just did it, everything. So that way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is ready to serve us. We need to accept his service. So then by Krishna's mercy, our life is going to be so beautiful, so blissful actually. So that happens only with the complete knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna is giving that knowledge, and Krishna is giving us opportunities to spread his message everywhere. There are thousands and thousands of devotees are there. We need to identify them and give them this knowledge. That's our only job. Our only job is remember Krishna and serve Krishna by distributing, by sharing this Bhagavad Gita knowledge to others. Krishna will create opportunities. We just have to desire. We just have to desire that I want to serve Krishna. I want to make many devotees. I want to spread this message of Bhagavad Gita. That's it. So just that desire will make sure that Krishna will take it. That was my desire. We are all now connected and studying Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, we won't be studying Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is fulfilling my desire. So like that, all of us, when we desire to connect with everyone and spread this message, then Krishna will take care of everything. So that way, we are understanding everything about Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. We are understanding everything about ourselves from Bhagavad Gita. So in the 11th chapter, now Krishna is, in the beginning, Arjuna asked Krishna to show his universal form. If you think that I can see your universal form, you please show it to me. That's what Arjuna told Krishna. Manyase yadi tachakyam maya drashtum iti prabhu yogeswara tato me tvam darsayatmanam avyayam. Yogeswara, Prabhu, you please, if you think, manyase means if you think that I can see your universal form, Viswarupa, you please show it to me. Darsaya, please show it to me. That's what Arjuna asked. And Krishna said that, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Pasya me partha rupani, Satosta sahasra saga, Nana vidani divyani, Nana varna kruti nicha. O Partha, Pasya me partha rupani. Partha, you see, Pasya, you see. Pasya me partha rupani, Satosta sahasra saga. Not one or two forms. Satosta sahasra sagam. Sata means 100, sahasra 1000. So hundreds of thousands of forms you see in my universal form. Pasyame partha rupani satosta sahasra saga nana vidani divyani nana varnakrutini cha. Nana means many. Nana means many. Vidani, many varieties of. Nana vidani divyani, divine forms. Many varieties of divine forms and many different colors. Nana varna kruti nicha. Very colorful, wonderful, colorful form. You see, like that Krishna is telling Arjuna. You see. And then Pasyadityan Vasun Rudran Asvinau Marutas Tata Bahuni Adrishta Purvani Pasyaschariani Bharata. Vasus, Adityan, Pasyadityan, Vasus and Rudras, Asvinis and Marutas, everyone, all of them you see here. And also whatever you have not seen before, Adishta Purve. So, Pasyadityan, Vasun, Rudran, Asvinav, Marutas Tata. So, then Adishta Purve. So, whatever you have not seen in the past also, Bahuni Adishta Purve, Pasyaschariani Bharata. You see all the wonders. Pasyascharya. Ascharya means wonder. Ascharya Bharata. Everything you see in my form. Then in the next sloka, what we are studying today, in the 11th chapter, 7th sloka, Krishna is continuing that Ihaikastam Jagat Kritsnam Pasyadya Sacharacharam Mama Dehe Gudakesa Yachanyat Drashtumichasi. Ekastam means in one place, just in one place. That's what ekastam. Ekastam Jagat Krishnam means this entire Jagat, this complete world, this entire universe. So that's what Jagat Krishnam. Just you see that entire universe in just one place. Pasyadya Sacharacharam. Chara means moving, Achara means non-moving. So you see all the moving and non-moving and everything, all this entire universe in just in one place. Because Krishna said that Jagat Avyakta Murtina. Idam tadam, Krishna said that, so Jagat Avyakta Murtina. Maya tatam idam sarvam Jagat Avyakta Murti. So this entire world is, this entire universe is pervaded by me in my unmanifested form. So that's why Krishna is now telling Arjuna that you see me, everything in my universal form, this entire universe just in one place. Ihaikastam Jagat Krishnam Pasyadya Sacharacharam Mama Dehe Gudakesa. Gudakesa Mama Dehe, in my body. So in my body, Mama Dehe means in my body, Yachanyad Drashtum Ichasi. Also you see whatever you wish to see. Yachanyad Drashtum Ichasi. Whatever you want to see, you can see in my universal form. That's what Krishna told Arjuna. So that way Krishna's universal form, everything you can see, which Arjuna is going to see, and Arjuna is going to explain to us. Arjuna is going to tell Krishna, oh Krishna, I'm seeing this and this and this and this and this and everything I'm seeing in your universal form. We are going to listen to that. We are going to hear. We are going to understand about Krishna's universal form. With this knowledge, we cannot get anywhere else except this 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we are very fortunate to get to understand all this knowledge. These are all full of science. So by Krishna's mercy, Krishna's causeless mercy, we are making very nice progress, and we successfully finished the 7th sloka in the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. I will stop now and we will discuss if any questions are there. Hare Krishna.